All right, everyone, and welcome back. I'm Christina, aka That Variety Nerd, with the next episode and return of Universe Mode. Full disclaimer: we will not be doing Raw, but we will be covering the pay-per-views and their matches at the cross-brand shows. So that's mainly the big four. I think we'll do Evolution as well at some point. So just giving you all a bit of a disclaimer there. The reason for that is that I kind of saw NXT going in some sort of direction. Raw was finally starting to get on its feet. However, due to everything going on in the world and, just quality over quantity, so we're still going to have Universe Mode go on the weekend. If you watched my Career Universe Mode, that just ended yesterday, slash on Friday the 13th of all days. I don't consider that date bad luck. I graduated on a Friday the 13th from high school, so just putting that in perspective. But anyway, beside the point, given everything that's been going on, I decided to do 2 episodes of NXT per weekend, one on Saturday, one on Sunday. And then as for pay-per-views, we'll figure out which day that's going to be. If it's just going to be once a week or, whatever, we'll figure it out once we get to that point. So the reason behind this decision, again, was to, again, quality over quantity. And I wanted to tie in together the My Career Universe mode lore that we kind of developed. I know a lot of y'all enjoy the crap out of that series. I enjoy the crap out of recording it. I miss the crap out of recording Universe Mode. So I figured let's mix and meld the two together. So you will be seeing Christina Jacobs pop up at some point. She's been on the shelf due to that broken arm. So the time jump's a little bit weird because we just finished up Money in the Bank and she got injured at WrestleMania. So she's been out for 6 weeks if we're kind of playing that out a little bit. Maybe, yeah, 6 weeks, give or take. So yeah, that's kind of the situation that we got going on here. So, My Career Universe Mode, our character, Christina Jacobs, will be appearing at some point in this series. However, we also need to discuss the new arrivals from the Money in the Bank ladder matches. So this week we will be debuting the women, and then next week we will be debuting the men. I think that's pretty fair. That way, everybody gets a little bit of a, little nudge, that sort of thing. So the first brand that's going to have a pay-per-view event come up is actually going to be NXT. There's more of a direction, there's more rivalries that are built right now, and so that way it gives Raw a little bit more time to focus on building up those divisions, building up the feuds, that sort of thing. We currently have 3 major storylines that are unfolding, 2 that are kind of known. As of right now, that being Sasha Banks versus Rhea Ripley for the NXT Women's Championship, and then we have AJ Styles, Samoa Joe going on because AJ never lost the title. Technically, Joe pinned Brock Lesnar. And then I've got an extra little feud that I think I am looking I'm really looking forward to. So again, want to give you all that little update. We will be checking in on Raw at the pay-per-views. So for example, the July pay-per-view is Extreme Rules, so we will be doing Extreme Rules. Does that make any sense? And then if there's any major title changes or anything like that, I'll be checking the little news feed thing. Just to give you all an update as to, what titles are happening, that sort of thing, which titles changes, if the title changes or not, that sort of thing. And so, at Money in the Bank, Aleister Black won Money in the Bank for the men's side, and Ember Moon won on the women's side. And we had the debut of Ember Moon, and we also had the debut of Asuka. For some reason, I kept thinking it was Shayna Baszler. I don't know why. So, yeah, there's that. Either way around. So there you go. That's kind of your little update, catch up, that sort of thing. Go check out the pay-per-view at least if you haven't watched the series so far. I'm updating the play. If I haven't already, I've updated the NXT playlist. That way it kind of reflects everything, that sort of thing. So, on that note, let's just dive right into it, shall we? Let's go right to NXT. Let's see what's going to unfold here tonight. welcome back to NXT here in Universe Mode. We're kicking things off with an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal. Next week, the winner will go on to face Rey Mysterio for the Intercontinental title on NXT. So let's see who's going to be in this crazy matchup. Not gonna lie, this arena is actually looking pretty decent now that I've seen it again.
The contest is an 8-man battle royal, making his way to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 216 pounds, Matt Riddle.
And here we go. We're kicking things off with Matt Riddle here as one of the 8 men in this match. Of course, Matt Riddle in a losing effort against the... okay, so full disclaimer. I ended up switching the United States Championships over to Raw and the IC title over to SmackDown, mainly because I kept mixing them up too often. And I was like, you know what, screw it, let's just switch the belts. So both of the general managers, Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle, respectively, were like, yeah, let's do this. So there you go. So SmackDown now has the Intercontinental Championship, Raw has the US title. So just as a bit of a disclaimer here, so here we go. Drew McIntyre is next in this Battle Royal. Probably has the advantage here.
And from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
And McIntyre, of course, being a former Intercontinental Champion. I don't know why I just slowed my speech down there for a second. Just bear with me. It's been a long week. We're all in this together. So yeah, if I can provide any and all entertainment through YouTube, again, we're kind of taking this one day at a time. But if I can plan out my content a little bit ahead of time, we're good. Either way around, we got Matt Riddle and Drew McIntyre. McIntyre, of course, in his first run, won the Intercontinental Championship. Can this be a potential second run? We'll figure this out. Or a potential... You get my point! Could he possibly, in his second run in WWE, get the Intercontinental Championship? There we go. That's what I meant to say, my god! And a very decorated Intercontinental Champion, former IC Champion, I should say, The Miz, is on his way down to the ring. The A-lister has really shaped the Intercontinental Championship to be an A-list title in the modern era. And he's came to play.
And residing in Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds, The
Also, a bit of a disclaimer, if you're hearing any and all noises, it's either from neighbors or it's from the outside raining. You know, the outside rain. Well, I mean, I meant to say it's raining outside, but, you know, every other sentence jumbled. It is fine, but I want to at least put out a video today just to kind of give you all an update as to where the direction of this series is going. We're going to focus on NXT. We will do the Raw pay-per-views, and we'll sort of see how that pans out. For all I know, tag teams could be split up. I don't really know what's going on. Again, we want to focus on quality over quantity, and that's how we roll here on this channel. So here we go. The Miz, Drew McIntyre, Matt Riddle. Got some big names here in this first matchup of the night. We will have all kinds of good matchups, confrontations, all that good stuff coming up. And oh my god, I can't see anything. What is going on with the cameras? Alright, do I have to step in there? I might have to step in there, guys. I might have to step in there and, like...
From Hollywood, Florida, weighing in at 218 pounds, Dolph Ziggler.
Ah yes, Dolph Ziggler. Also had his fair share of Intercontinental Championships, huge IC title feuds with The Miz, Seth Rollins, etc. And was also the former tag team partner of Drew McIntyre at one point. So that's a thing. Those two got history. Obviously, Dolph and The Miz, they have their own shared history as well. That sort of thing. So, there you all have it. We got some big matchups here tonight. We will also see the debut of one of our two new women in WWE. Will it be Ember Moon? Will it be Asuka? Ember Moon, of course, winning that Money in the Bank briefcase. on the pay-per-view. Oh, all right. Just got dark again. Well, at least we could see what's going on. We didn't have to go 20 different directions with the camera. I think EC3's made like some of the most appearances in this series, and I'm kind of here for it.
And weighing in at 231 pounds, EC3.
And here comes EC3, of course, having his fair share of bad luck so far on NXT. Could that luck shape up and change a little bit as we head into this matchup? Will he earn that opportunity for the Intercontinental Championship? We're going to find out. So EC3 joining the pack of The Miz, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, and Matt Riddle. This should be interesting, my friends. This should be quite interesting. EC3 would also be looking for his first Intercontinental Championship alongside Matt Riddle if, they do win this matchup. Not gonna lie, his entrance music is great. But here we go, folks. 5 down, 3 to go. Or at least I think that's the number. I can totally count, I swear. I just can't, say things the way that I'd like to. Also, my lingering cough is, gone. So, I know you've heard in my videos the last week or two, my lingering cough's been in there. Once in a while it pops back up, but here we go. It's basically non-existent at this point, so I'd like to chalk it up to the fact that I've been home for the last couple of days, so I mean, there's that. I've been home since, Wednesday night, so I've been in, what are we at, 3 days now? But I've been keeping busy, as you probably have seen on social media. Ah, yes. One of the major players in the Intercontinental Championship picture from the Ruthless Aggression era.
And from Orangeburg, South Carolina, weighing in at 248 pounds, Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin, the gold standard, whatever you want to call him. Definitely wants that Intercontinental Championship opportunity next week. Again, winner of this match will go on to face Rey Mysterio next week for that Intercontinental Championship. That one fan that just keeps screaming, "Go get him!" or, whatever. It literally sounds like me when I'm doing my commentary. I'm just like, "Go get him!" or, whatever. Well, it's mainly my commentary when I was doing, my career stuff, or, my career universe mode, I should say. Also, let me know if you enjoyed my career universe mode. I quite enjoyed it. If you want to see continued in a, different realm, different offshoot series type of ordeal, I'm okay with it, but we will be bringing in that character straight from that. So, a little bit of backstory, never hurt anybody, am I right? Right. Good lord! They gotta give us a heads up before they turn off the lights.
From Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, the glorious Robert Roode.
And here comes Robert Roode, the glorious one. Still looking for his first Intercontinental Championship as well. So let's get right down to it. We still got one more to go. This 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal to kick things off here on NXT. We have a little bit of, gloriousness. We have some perfection. We have a Scottish psychopath. We don't know what's going to go down here. We have an A-lister. That's what I'm saying. Go get him! But literally it sounds like me whenever I'm watching off screen. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. I keep forgetting this part always happens in the game. I'm not even joking. Total side note. But yeah, we're at episode 5 of NXT. Episode 6 should be out tomorrow. And if not, we'll get it out as soon as possible. So hang on to your butts. But we got one more person coming down for this Battle Royal here tonight. Got some great matchups underway for you. And bask in his glory. Here we go.
Opponent from Wichita Falls, Texas, weighing in at 320 pounds, Limitless Keith Lee.
God dang it, truck. The stupid production truck's like not having it. I'm sorry, folks. But here we go. Big battle royal coming up. We got Keith Lee and joining this fine crop of talent, just itching to get many of them their first opportunities at this Intercontinental Championship, or just, you know, the potential lingering hope of having their first Intercontinental Championship. We will also be seeing a debut here tonight of one of the two, you know, Money in the Bank briefcase, you know, participants. On the women's side, next week we'll be seeing one of the two men's side joining the NXT roster. Again, Raw gets one, NXT gets the other. Same thing with the men's participants, because we had 4 total debuts at Money in the Bank. And so that's what's going to go down. And then, of course, we don't know when. But here we go. My apologies. I forgot to turn this off. I will do that after this next match. After this match, I should say. But kind of hang in there. Kind of hang in there for just a moment, okay? Okay. So here we go. Of course, Ziggler would try to go after Drew McIntyre right away. Lots of history between those two right then and there. We got... I'm trying to figure out who's going after who, but definitely I know The Miz is going after somebody. Shelton Benjamin. There we go. Oh, EC3 with a big spine buster on the McIntyre here. We got Rude and Ziggler, again, former allies in a past life. Riddle and Lee going at it. And, of course, EC3 trying to get Drew McIntyre eliminated in the corner over there. And McIntyre gets out. Dolph Ziggler is eliminated by Robert Roode. We are down to 7. Oh, Robert Roode over the top rope. What is going on here? Shelton, are you okay? Are you okay, my dude? Wait, did Shelton go over the top rope? Okay, no, he's back in here. I got so confused. Oh my god. Okay, we're down to 6 still. No, 7, my bad. I can totally count, I promise. But here we go. Lee going after Riddle. EC3. He's just going right after Drew McIntyre. And McIntyre trying to eliminate EC3. The Miz is trying to figure out what he's going to do, and he joins McIntyre in trying to eliminate EC3. I think that should be saying a lot, and Riddle eliminates Keith Lee. Let's try and take 2 people to get rid of EC3, and Miz and McIntyre are unsuccessful. So we're down to 6. We got Matt Riddle, Drew McIntyre, The Miz, EC3, Shelton Benjamin, and Robert Roode. This could be quite interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Riddle and EC3 and Robert Roode have not held Intercontinental Championship gold. Riddle's trying to take out Benjamin. McIntyre's going after EC3. EC3 escapes. Riddle's still trying to go after Benjamin, but Benjamin also breaks free from elimination. And Roode hitting The Miz with a huge spear. And what's going to happen now? He's got him over... Oh! Oh, and Miz takes down Robert Roode right there. Let's see here. Who do we got? We got 6 left. We got Riddle, McIntyre, Miz, EC3, Benjamin, and Roode. We got Benjamin going after Riddle. We got McIntyre and EC3 kind of, you know, countering each other, like, left and right. I'd be down for a match with those two in the near future. But we also have Robert Roode, and we also have The Miz over there as well. We're down to 6. I'm sensing elimination for somebody who's going to be close. Shelton Benjamin taking care of Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle went over the top rope. Can Shelton Benjamin put away... Oh, and Matt Riddle escapes elimination right there. McIntyre going after Roode right now. EC3 countering The Miz. Another counter from Roode. And Roode with a huge kick. Riddle taking down EC3. Alright, let's see what we got here. And Miz trying to eliminate McIntyre. No, wait, not Miz. Robert Roode trying to eliminate McIntyre. Missed the first time, and McIntyre's out. The fans are not happy about that. Whew. Alright, we got... Ooh, what in the world just went on with the Miz? I think he just almost got himself eliminated, but we are down to 5. Riddle, Miz, EC3, Shelton Benjamin, and Robert Roode. Matt Riddle is eliminated. Miz, EC3, Benjamin, and Roode still in this thing. Interestingly enough, 2 out of the 4 people in this matchup still have never had an IC title. So, we're going to see what's going to happen. The 2 former IC champs left in this match, Benjamin and Miz, are going after each other. So, we're going to see how this unfolds. Again, winner will take on Rey Mysterio next week / well, tomorrow. when I say next week in this case, it's going to be technically tomorrow when this gets up, when, that gets uploaded. But let's see what we got here. EC3's been really having a good showing in this match, I'm not going to lie. Same thing with Shelton Benjamin. Same thing with Robert Roode. Lots of stand-up performances in these battle royals that we've been having here. Alright, Shelton Benjamin going after EC3, trying to eliminate EC3 right there. So he's over the top rope. Can Benjamin eliminate EC3? And EC3 escaping elimination. Miz trying to take care of Robert Roode. Oh, and Roode escapes elimination right there. Guess everybody's going after Shelton. I don't know why, but I'm kind of here for it. EC3 going after Miz. That would be a fine match right there, just given their personalities. Oh! What a move from Roode. Ah, that kind of rhymed a little bit. But EC3 starting to feel a little bit of that momentum shifting on his side right there against the Miz. Trying to slow him down. Benjamin and Roode facing off, Miz and EC3 facing off. Oh, and a huge move from EC3. Oof. Oh, and EC3 trying to eliminate the Miz right here. Can EC3 eliminate the Miz? We're going to find out. Benjamin. Oh! And EC3 eliminates the Miz. Benjamin trying to go after Roode right here. And EC3 pitches in to help. We're down to 3. Benjamin, EC3, and Roode. Can Miz... well, not the Miz. Can Roode hang on there? I was looking over at the Miz. And Robert Roode is still in this. We are down to 3. EC3, pun intended. Shelton Benjamin and Robert Roode. They're kind of noticing that EC3's built a little bit of momentum, and I think they're kind of doing, trying to help each other out there. But Robert Roode tossing Benjamin into the corner. Robert Roode trying to eliminate Benjamin right here. Down to 3. These would be some fine matchups. EC3 versus Mysterio. Benjamin versus Mysterio. Or Roode versus Mysterio. All would be fun matchups to watch for next week. Alright, here we go. Oh, and a huge move from EC3. I think they're just trying to slow down Shelton Benjamin at some point. At least that's what I'm perceiving this as. But here we go, people. Here we go, fine folks. Oh, and EC3 reverses. Or counters. Oh my goodness. EC3's had one heck of... these 3 guys have had a great showing here. But again, Intercontinental Championship opportunity on the line. Only one will get that next week on NXT. We also changed up the design of not the NXT title, but the Intercontinental Championship, so get excited. Oh my goodness. Oh, and EC3 is out. We are down to Benjamin and Roode. Who is going to go for that championship opportunity? The fans are not happy about that. The fans were not happy to see McIntyre out, and they sure as heck were not happy to see EC3 go out. But EC3, huge showing, and Robert Roode will be going on to face Rey Mysterio next week for the Intercontinental Championship. But it is far from over between Benjamin and EC3. That much we can probably safely say. But definitely a huge showing between those three for sure. But Robert Roode getting that opportunity for next week on NXT.
The glorious Robert Roode.
Wait for it, people. Wait for it. Glorious. And there you have it, folks. Robert Roode, Rey Mysterio, Intercontinental Championship next week on NXT. And here we go. Maurice is in action coming up right here. She will be taking on the debuting star in the, or a debuting star in the women's division up next.
Is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Maurice.
Again, Maurice, former Divas champion, looking fabulous as always. She will be taking on the debuting women's star. Again, we had two stars debut at Money in the Bank, and that Money in the Bank, the ladder match. Those were Ember Moon, the eventual winner of the match, and Asuka. So who's it going to be? Who's going to be taking on Maurice? Who's joining the NXT roster? We're going to find out in just a second here, folks. I'm excited. You should be excited. Let's see who's debuting. Oh! Oh, this is about to get good. The Empress of Tomorrow joining the NXT roster. Oh my goodness. This is about to get good.
From Osaka, Japan, Asuka.
And here we go. Asuka debuting here on NXT, joining the women's division. This women's division's really shaping up to be just a crazy good division. And also tonight in your main event, the NXT Women's Champion Sasha Banks will be in action as well. So a couple of showcases for the women's division here tonight. Asuka making her big debut on the roster, and I'm quite excited to see her back as well. Asuka got a huge showing at Money in the Bank, and she's ready to make an impact here on NXT. Let's see what Asuka can bring to the table here tonight. The fans are excited to see Asuka. They're having those NXT chants. Oh my god, I was trying to mix and meld the two words and it just was not working. Asuka already going right for Maurice. Oh, and some huge strikes right to her head in the head scissor position right there. Asuka showing a dominant effort right away here tonight. Oof. Again, Asuka, the former longest reigning NXT Women's Champion. Will she be able to get that championship back at some point? We're not sure, but Maurice, huge counter with a strike. Oh, and a huge move from Maurice. Maurice coming back, again, trying to break that bad luck losing streak that she's been having as well. Going right after Asuka. Again, people tend to underestimate Maurice because, she hasn't been in the ring a little while. But Maurice is a former Divas champion. She's a veteran of, the women's division in general. She generally knows what she's doing. At least I would think so. And I think that we can agree. She's a veteran in the ring. She knows what she's doing. And a former Divas champion. So, there you go. She's got that experience factor on her side again. Apologies for the bottom, the lower third right there. That'll be fixed in time for the next episode of NXT. Just, sometimes you forget that these things exist, right? Right. So again, this might be uploaded late, that sort of thing. It happens. Got some good matchups, some interesting things about to go down as well. So, get excited. Oh my god, sorry. Just this whole situation's been kind of crazy. But either way around, Maurice, Asuka going to town. We're going to see how all this unfolds. I'm excited to see how this unfolds. You should be too. Very much a back and forth showing between Maurice and Asuka. Probably something that not many people expected given Asuka's, she had an undefeated streak over 900 days. But again, Maurice has that veteran sort of instinct. She generally has a feel for people. But Asuka, big counter onto Maurice. Maurice with another counter. I think this might be the first time that we've seen either of these two in singles action. I could be super wrong, but here we are. So that's the nice thing. Now that we're just focusing on NXT, we can actually, focus on the roster a little bit more and see how they can grow and meld and mesh. And as you can sort of figure out by this point, I'm not playing the game, I'm letting it unfold, I'm letting all this unfold. There might be a handful of matches that I'm like, okay, these are, critical plot points, like that sort of thing. Outside of that, we're going to let this unfold. That's how I roll. These two are very much back and forth all evening. Asuka, what she got here? She's looking for something. I don't like this. Oh, a huge superplex right off the top of that turnbuckle. Oh my god. Asuka going right for a cover. And a 1 count. Maurice kicking out somehow very quickly again. She has that veteran instinct. She knows and feels these moves. Oh, and a huge move from Asuka. Asuka with another pinfall attempt. And Asuka wins in dominating fashion, but a great showing from Maurice as well. But Asuka winning in her debut here on NXT. So there you go, folks. There you go. Quick replay of how that ended. Very interesting camera angle, I must say. Well, sort of how it ended. But yeah, there you go. Asuka defeating Maurice in her debut here on NXT. The NXT Women's Division probably should be on high alert by this point.
Here is your winner, Asuka!
And here we go. Asuka has successfully made her debut on NXT. Let's see what's coming up next. But welcome to NXT, Asuka. Welcome. And welcome back, folks. Welcome back. New Day taking on AOP. The winner of this match will go on to face the tag team champions next week, Breezango. So that should be an interesting matchup. Ooh. And Razor going for that pinfall attempt on Xavier Woods right away. Not sure if I would have done that same thing. It is helpful in AOP's case for, to have these nameplates on because I can't figure out which one's which sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. But here we are. Oh, or who's who, I should say. But AOP really showing a strong effort thus far here tonight. Oh, there's a count out. Referee's counting. Again, they got until 10 to get back inside the ring. If they can't, then we're going to have a decision made one way or another. How many are they at, ref? Can we please get it? They're at a 4 count. And where's the match? We'll go on to face Breezango next week on NXT for the Tag Team Championships. So this could get quite interesting, to say the least. But here we go. Xavier Woods. Oh, counter. Oh! Oh! Spine buster. Oh, and Xavier Woods with a big back body drop. Xavier Woods tags in his partner Big E. Kofi Kingston, of course, at ringside, supporting, of course, his team, the New Day. Oh, and Big E matching up the strength and size of Razor. Or is that Akam? I think that's Akam. Yep, that's Akam. Apologies again. This is the one time when these little nameplates are actually kind of helpful. So there y'all have it. That's my rationale. Got a tag team opportunity is under wrap right here. Winner of this match will go on to face the tag team champions next week, Breezango. Let's see how this all unfolds. Let's get your popcorn, get your snacks, get comfy and cozy. We're watching some tag teams go in action right here. Oh, and Big E immediately kicks out. Frequent tags made by AOP. Very interesting strategy and a smart strategy at that. Akam and Big E are in the ring right now. Oh. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Oh boy. And Big E with a big move right there, pun intended. Yeah, I'm starting to get terrible at these puns, I realize that, but here we are nonetheless. Big E. Oh! Referee's yelling at Woods to get out of the ring. But he... Oh, okay, I was going to say, one of the AOP members... Oh, okay. Xavier Woods was getting blocked, so that could have potentially led to something not so great. Oh! Oh! Huge move right there. And we might be adding more tag teams to the division, but we're going to focus on the ones we got right now. What's going on here? Oh. I genuinely don't know what's going on here, but I'm kind of here for it. What are they doing? Oh my god. This is awesome. Xavier Woods feeling that momentum. But here we go. Akam getting that hot tag in on Razor. And Xavier Woods stopping Razor in his tracks. Akam still regrouping on the outside after that huge tag team move from, you know, the New Day. I don't know what we just saw, but that was pretty freaking awesome. But here we go, Razor. Kind of in a 2-on-1 situation. His partner, Akam, kind of outside the ring. Everybody's apparently going outside the ring at this point. I mean, hey, if it's a count-out win, it's a count-out win. Xavier Woods, huge sunset flip powerbomb onto the outside. Referee's counting. Xavier Woods is feeling it. He's feeling that momentum, and oh! Might have gotten some, you know, might have gotten that stopped from Razor. Ooh. Oh, jeez. We're at a 4 count. 5. Come on. Somebody's got to get in there. Kofi Kingston's right there, too. So we don't know if Kofi's going to do anything or not. We're at a 7. I'm just saying, if somebody wins by countout, that's still a win. They're at an 8 count, and they are back in the ring. Whew. They've had some close ones here tonight with the countouts. Oh, and Xavier Woods getting the tag into his partner Big E from the New Day. Again, Kofi Kingston at ringside. Oh, that was a big move right there from the New Day. Okay, I just heard this really loud just slamming noise just now, so if you all heard that, my apologies. Everything's fine, I promise. I just hear weird noises, probably because I'm by myself. So, you know, there's that. But either way, around. Razor trying to get a little bit of momentum on his side. We're going to see what happens. Trying to slow down the New Day train. Again, winner of this match gets a tag team opportunity next week on NXT. Big E trying to get the tag into Xavier Woods, but cannot make that attempt, stopped in his tracks by Razor. We're going to find out, folks. We're going to find out who's getting that tag team opportunity next week. So next week we already have Robert Roode, Rey Mysterio. We already got, you know, Breezango in action against one of these two teams. Next week's shaping up to be pretty good. And here we go. Big E. Got him in the corner. Huge stomp. Whew. Lots of stomps right there from Big E. He's feeling that momentum from the crowd. Counter. Oh. Oh, and a huge clothesline right there. Can AOP pick up the win? Ooh. And Big E, you know, he kicks out at 1. Here we go. Oh. I think they're looking for it. Oh, the up, up, down, down. Oh, and that just got broken up. Where's Big E going in for the save right there? They're trying to get out, ref. They really are. But here we go, folks. Pinfall attempt on Xavier Woods. Woods kicks out. Counter. Oh. Big move onto Razor. Akam still on the outside. Kind of regrouping, kind of gathering, you know, just himself in general. Xavier Woods in control right now. Xavier Woods trying to get that crowd on his side. But will that be a mistake? And Akam is in via the hot tag. Oh! Counter! Ooh! What a counter from Xavier Woods onto the, you know, returning Akam in this matchup here. Xavier Woods. What's he looking for here? I think they're looking for it again. The up, up, down, down is back. Again, if that is incorrect, let me know in the comments. Somehow Big E gets Akam on his feet once again. Not sure why, not sure how. But a big move from Akam right there, looking for that pinfall attempt. And a 2 count. Big E kicks out. Razor back inside the ring right there. And here we go, folks. Again, tag team title opportunity on the line here in this matchup here. We're going to see how all this unfolds. Oh, and a huge, huge move. Again, truck people kind of goof up every once in a while. It's fine. Who's going on to next week's match against Breezango for the tag team titles? We're going to find out. Oh! Huge move from Big E. Huge clothesline right there. Counter. Alright, what's Big E looking for here? It's going to the outside. Oh, and a huge move right off the apron. Oh, and Big E just getting thrown around like that. Not too many people have been able to do that to Big E. And Big E with a huge shoulder tackle again. People often forget that Big E is a former NXT champion in his own right. So, he knows what he's doing in the ring. Definitely knows what he's doing. 4 count. We're out of 5. Got 6. What's going to happen here? They're back in once again at a 7 count. And Big E ducks. Oh, and a German suplex, sort of. German suplex throw. I think that's how I would label it as. Right? Right. Looking for something here. Oh, and a huge... Oh, God. Huge move right there from Big E. Oh, God. And AOP moves on to next week against Breezango. My bad. Sorry, everybody. So, yeah, there you go, folks. We'll also figure out who's going to be at the pay-per-view as well next week. We'll start to figure out that sort of stuff. But for now, AOP will be taking on Breezango for the tag belts. So there you go, folks. There you go. That is your match for next week. We got 2 big title opportunity type matches. We got 2 big title matches coming next week for you. Rude versus Mysterio for the IC title, and then AOP versus Breezango for the tag team titles. So there you go. We got 2 matches set for next week already. Lots of exciting action here tonight. We'll see what happens next week with those tag team titles. But for now, AOP stands tall over the New Day. And here we go. Huge matchup underway. Styles and Joe. If Styles wins, he gets a future championship opportunity. This is about to get good. So much history between the two, and we're about to write the next chapter. Good old subtitle dude didn't get the right, but you know, they tried. But here we go. If Styles wins, he gets his championship opportunity at Takeover Brooklyn. That is right. That is our first match, or our first pay-per-view for NXT. NXT will get the takeovers, and then Raw will just get, you know, the pay-per-view events, that sort of thing. So their first one will be Extreme Rules, which will be in a few weeks. But for now, Styles, Joe. If Styles wins, he gets that opportunity at if Styles wins, he'll get that opportunity at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. If not, he goes to the bottom of the line. Again, Styles did not get pinned in that triple threat match between Styles, Joe, and Lesnar at Money in the Bank. Joe defeated Lesnar to get the World Heavyweight title. Oh, and Styles is on point. Again, this is a non-title match. If Styles wins, that's for the pay-per-view. So get excited about that. We got a lot more action coming up, and I apologize that this is a little bit longer, but again, we're at one of those phases where it's like, you know what, we're having stuff happen, and it's fine. So there you go. There you go, everybody. There we go. That's how we roll here. Lots of surprises, lots of good things happening. Samoa Joe has just been on a tear. I don't think that's an understatement. He has been an absolute tear in this division on NXT. He took out Lesnar and Styles on the same night, not once but twice. So Joe definitely he's got a lot going on for him right now. So there you have it. Next week as well, we will have one of our debuting men's Money in the Bank briefcase participants. We had 2 debuts as well. So we're not sure who's going to be joining yet, but we got some good folks coming on up, and I'm excited. See what's going to happen, see how that unfolds, that sort of thing. So here we go. Styles versus Joe. Get excited. Again, if Styles wins, he gets that opportunity at TakeOver. If Joe wins, then we're going to have to determine a number 1 contender next week for the pay-per-view. So that's how we're going to roll. If Styles wins, he'll get the match against Joe at TakeOver. If Joe wins, we have to figure out a number 1 contender next week. So, there you go. That's kind of how we're rolling here. So, also apologies that this is in 720. So, there you have it. It's just so that way we can reduce the amount of, like, audio things and, like, weird things happening. That sort of thing. It increases production. Increases the production value. There we go. Styles. I think he's got Joe's number at this point. He's looking for it. And the calf crusher is locked in on Samoa Joe. Will Joe make it out of this? And Styles lets go for some reason. Very interesting decision on Styles' end. I think he's looking for that phenomenal forearm, though. I think he's looking for it. And Styles hits Joe with the phenomenal forearm. And Joe kicks out of the phenomenal forearm. Oh my goodness. This is about to get good. Oh my goodness. AJ Styles really taking it to Samoa Joe here tonight on NXT. This is huge, people. This is huge. Here we go. Here we go. Styles has been dominating this match, mainly because I think maybe Samoa Joe just does the damage before the match or something, but Joe wisely escaping that right there. Again, if Styles does not win, then we gotta figure out a #1 contender, right? Right. Styles with a huge move right there. Submissions do not count outside the ring, AJ. It does not count. But Joe tapped out to the calf crusher, but that does not technically count because this is a normal one-on-one match. Now, if this was a false count anywhere match, that would have counted. But this is not a false count anywhere match. So, putting that into perspective. Oh, and Joe counters something. What's he doing? Oh, no. Styles kicks out. Oh, and reverse right into a Boston Crab. Dude. That was great. I'm with the crowd. That was awesome. But Styles counters. What a move from the World Heavyweight Champion. Joe going outside the ring, trying to figure out what he needs to do. Joe right now needs to stay on Styles, keep him grounded. Shouldn't have to worry about that. Styles is starting to stir here, folks. Styles counters. Another counter from Styles. Oh, and a huge drop kick onto Samoa Joe. Again, if Styles wins, he gets that championship opportunity at TakeOver. Styles going back inside the ring. I think he was looking for the forearm, but didn't quite have it. Huge kick from Samoa Joe. Joe is showing a very valiant comeback, showing why he's the champion and not Styles. No. Styles looking for it. And the Styles clash. And AJ Styles goes to TakeOver to face Samoa Joe. Oh my goodness. What a match. There you have it, folks. There you have it. There you have it. That is your match for TakeOver. Joe versus Styles at TakeOver Brooklyn for the World Heavyweight title. But here we go. Styles brought it to Joe tonight after, trying to prove that, he probably, should have, pinned the champion or made the champ tap. But Styles showing why he still belongs and why he still deserves to be champion. So there you go, folks. That is your first match for NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. Joe versus Styles. And Joe doesn't want none, but there you have it, folks. AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, World Heavyweight Championship at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. Let's keep this show going. We got some more action for y'all tonight. And Brock Lesnar making an appearance here tonight on NXT with this advocate Paul Heyman. We're going to see what these two have in store for tonight. Again, Lesnar, the one being pinned in that big triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship between Samoa Joe and Styles. Lesnar having a lot of run-ins with Joe. But also, Joe took Lesnar out of the Money in the Bank ladder match, only to be replaced by Aleister Black. So, I wonder what the Beast has to say here tonight. Well, mainly his advocate. But, I wonder what these two have in store for us tonight here on NXT. What's next for Brock Lesnar? That's the big question that we need to be asking right now. It's easy for all of you pedestrians to shout from your little safe seats. I urge any of you to hop this barrier and shout in my client's face. I can tell you right now, he doesn't respond too kindly to disagreements. That's an understatement. Normally I come out here and tell you how great my client is. I repeat over and over and over my client's accomplishments. I encourage all of you to see the value of my client until you have no choice. Tonight, let's skip the pleasantries because I am pissed off. Yeah, I'd say Paul Heyman does look, a little PO'd. Ladies and gentlemen, I again implore you, all of you, to use your imagination. If you were as large, as powerful, as talented as my client, you would not be owed a pay-per-view main event. You see, this is why we are out here. We will no longer beg for a spot at the next pay-per-view event. We will be at the next pay-per-view event. Ooh. By the way, this was my idea tonight. My client had other plans in mind. My client wanted to. Oh God, thankfully he listened to me. Now, I apologize since some of you might not be able to comprehend, but my client has a private jet waiting for him. We must go before it rains. Jesus, I can't read that fast, Paul! So somehow, someway, Brock Lesnar is going to be at the next Takeover show. But who's he facing? We'll find out in upcoming weeks. But for now, the Beast and Paul Heyman are on their way out. And here we go, folks. It's time for your main event. Featuring the brand new NXT Women's Champion, the Boss, Sasha Banks. And look at that championship on her.
Is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Boston, Massachusetts, the NXT Women's Champion, Sasha Banks.
Now, there is no denying that that championship looks great on Sasha Banks. Seriously. It looks legit on her, pun intended. But Sasha Banks, the NXT Women's Champion, in action here tonight again. What is her response now that Asuka has made it to the NXT roster? What's the direction going to look like for the women's division? We're going to find out here tonight. Again, same thing as the last matchup we had. Alright, here we go. Nia Jax coming on out. If Nia Jax wins here tonight, she gets the title opportunity at TakeOver.
San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
The irresistible force looking to prove why she belongs in the women's title division here on NXT. I'm excited. You should be excited. Again, we're going to be figuring out all these little nitty-gritty things as we get closer and closer to the pay-per-view. So get excited. I'm excited. You should be excited as well. So we're going to reevaluate rosters. We're going to see who we have not had. But so far for next week, so far we've got a debut that's going to be either Cedric Alexander or Jeff Hardy joining the ranks here in NXT. We will have AOP versus Breezango for the tag titles. We will have Rude versus Rey Mysterio for the IC title. So far for TakeOver, we have one match confirmed, and that'll be Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles for the World Heavyweight Championship. But if Nia Jax defeats Sasha Banks here tonight, she will go on to take over Brooklyn for that Women's Championship. So, and if not, we will have a number one contenders match next week. We'll throw in all the women, see who's going to, pull out with a huge win, that sort of situation. And that winner will go on to the pay-per-view for that big match. Will it be Nia Jax? Or will it be somebody else? We're going to find out here tonight. The Boss definitely has a big challenge in front of her. Sasha Banks trying to escape all these different moves. But Nia Jax proving why she is the irresistible force. Why there's no one else like her. Again, Nia Jax is not like most girls. And she's proving that here tonight here on NXT. Banks. Counter. Banks has got to use that speed, agility, just to take down Nia Jax. Again, Banks wins. We got a number one contenders match kind of going for next week. And then if Nia Jax wins, well, she's the number one contender. So fairly straightforward. Am I right? Right. So we're going to start figuring out number one contenders. We're going to start figuring out these title opportunities and pictures and that sort of stuff. So that's where we're at. So get excited. So we're going to start to figure out this card heading into NXT TakeOver. I'm excited. You should be excited. And we'll kind of figure out the waters from there. Sasha Banks. Oh, a counter from Nia Jax. Oh, and a counter from the champ. Nia Jax, a huge counter right there. These two are going back and forth right away here tonight. And here we go, folks. Here we go. Here we go. Nia Jax. And Sasha Banks, huge counter. And a huge Meteora from the boss, from the champ. So here we go. Yes, this was me clapping, and I have no shame. This is, you know, our first event that we're having. Well, actually, no. No? Yes or no? No. I was like, hold up here. Is this our first women's main event here? I don't think it was. But Nia Jax proving her dominance here on NXT. Trying to get that momentum in her favor. Slowing down the champ. That's exactly what Jax needs to do here. Banks needs to pick up the pace. Counter something big. Get back in this match with her speed. Speed versus power. Huge contrast in styles. Nia Jax trying to get that momentum on her side. The fans definitely not into the idea of Nia Jax potentially being the NXT Women's Champion, but Nia Jax proving why she belongs. Oh, what a cocky pin that was. I was like, wait, what am I looking for here? Cocky, confident, I can't figure out which one's which. It's fine. Oh, and Sasha Banks with a huge counter. Could this be the opening she needs? Not sure why Sasha was going for that, but, you know. Huge counter. Oh, and a huge clothesline from Nia Jax. Oh, she's looking for something here. Oh, God, that military press. Nia Jax not thinking much of the champ, Sasha Banks, right here tonight. Oh. What's Nia Jax looking for? I don't like this. I do not like this. Oh, and a huge superplex right off the top turnbuckle. Okay, my knees just got really cold, I'm not gonna lie. All of a sudden, like, I, like, just, you know, try to stretch or something for a second, and my knees were just, like, cold, and I'm just like, why am I like this? What's Sasha Banks looking for here? Oh, what a move. Bankrupt. Sasha Banks going for the pin. And Nia Jax kicks out at one. Jesus. Holy crap. Alright, that was... Whew. And Banks, smart move, going for that bank statement right there. Is Nia Jax going to tap out? Is Jax going to tap out? And Nia Jax counters the bank statement. Oh my goodness. This is big. This is big. Oh, what a huge counter from the champ. Sasha Banks started to feel that momentum shift into her favor, ready to prove to Nia Jax why it is her that is the NXT Women's Champion and not Nia Jax. Huge clotheslines, a huge drop kick. Banks is looking for something here. A huge drop kick to the back. Nia Jax counters and Jesus. Okay, that was really loud in my headphones, so apologies to my earbud listeners out there. Thinking of y'all right now. R.I.P. and P. But folks, this is your main event. Again, Nia Jax, if she wins, she'll go to TakeOver, and if not, we got ourselves a #1 contenders match next week. And Sasha Banks with another bankrupt. Can this be it? And the boss defeats the irresistible force. Oh, this was huge. What a sigh of relief. And oh! Don't hold your breath. Champion's got some challengers. Somebody's got their eye on the title. And folks, there you have it. The show's closing out. Rhea Ripley appears to be making a challenge to challenge to Sasha Banks. However, we still will have a bit of a number one contenders match. You know, maybe see if somebody gets added to the Ripley and Banks match, that sort of thing. So we'll see if we have somebody step up. But for right now, it looks like it's going to be Ripley versus Sasha Banks at TakeOver. So we won't need a number one contenders match after all because of Rhea Ripley stepping up to the plate. So you've heard it here, folks. Ripley versus Banks at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn for that NXT Women's Championship. So far we got Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles for the World Heavyweight Championship. We got a Brock Lesnar match. We don't know who he's facing yet. We got Rhea Ripley versus Sasha Banks coming up at TakeOver for that Women's Championship as a result of this match. So next week we're going to be figuring out which titles do we got to get contenders for. We will figure out a number one contender for the IC title, or at least start that little, see who's actually going towards TakeOver. We're going to figure out, who's going on for the tag team titles, that sort of thing. So we'll at least have a tag team title number one contender next week. So get excited. We're going to see what unfolds next week. We will also have the debut of either Cedric Alexander or Jeff Hardy. So get excited. I'm excited. You should be excited as well. But for now, the boss stands tall against Nia Jax here on NXT. So that happy note. Thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff here on YouTube, social media. All the links are in the description down below. And I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.